Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Valentine's Day, which is coming up really quickly. We don't do a ton of extra stuff for Valentine's Day in our homeschool. For the most part, it's a pretty typical learning day for us, but I do want to share with you guys a book that I'm excited to read with my kids, and I will also share what I got for my 4 kids for their little Valentine's Day gifts. Okay, first I am going to share what I bought for my kids' Valentine's Day gifts. I see a lot of people doing Valentine's Day baskets. I don't have baskets for my kids. They're just gift bags, and they're not really that fancy, especially for 4 kids. When we just got through the Christmas season and birthdays and all that stuff, I try not to go too overboard with the Valentine's Day gifts. But I'm also the type of person who loves to give gifts. So I take advantage of holidays like these where I can bless my kids with a few special things, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity to do that. So none of the gifts I'm gonna show you are too over the top. They're pretty typical. So if you're looking for any crazy special ideas, I don't know, maybe you'll get an idea or two, but they're just little things that I think that my kids are going to love. And I really tried to pick out special gifts, something that's going to be meaningful for each of them. I think that's really important. Some of the stuff is generic. Some things I'm giving to every kid, but there's also a gift or two in there for each one that is personal to them. So my kids are ranging in age from 5 to 12. My oldest son is 12, and then I have twin girls that are 10. And then my youngest son is 5. So that gives you an idea of what their different ages are. So I don't really have any order for this. I will start with my son, and then we'll go from there. So for him, his special gift that I picked out, he really loves Lego. He's always loved Lego. And recently he really loves corgis. So I happened to stumble across this. I was just Googling Lego Valentine's Day, and this isn't officially Lego, but I found this. Isn't it so cute? It is just this little corgi with a rose in it. I thought that the rose connected to Valentine's Day, and these are actually, it's in a different language, so I can't read that. I can't read that either. But when I looked at it online, these are mini pieces. So there are, I want to say thousands. That can't be right. There are a lot of these little mini pieces. So this is going to be fun. This is what I picked out for my 12-year-old son. I got this on Amazon, and just something personal to him. He'll be able to put it on his desk in his schoolroom, and I think he'll really like it. So that's one of his gifts. All right, also for my son, and I'm just gonna show you all of them because they all got the same thing, just in a different color. We are big ice cream people at this house. We love our ice cream. And I will usually we go to Culver's, we enjoy Culver's, and we will get their pints there because they're a really great deal. So we will go and we'll get those, and then, we'll eat out of those for however long. But a long time ago, my husband and I had found these. They're like little koozies, but they are, koozies, is that how you say it? I'm not sure. That's how I say it. But they're for ice cream pints. And we have some for ourselves, and our kids are always taking them. So I thought it'd be fun to get them their own. So, just like you would have for a soda, but your whole ice cream pint fits in here. So I got a different color for each of my bigger kids. And I'm not gonna give my youngest one of these this year. I do have these came in 2 packs, which I didn't realize when I bought them. I found them on Amazon, and when I ordered each color, actually 2 came with it. So I have some extra. So I'll have one to save for him down the road, but I have one of each of these that I'm going to put in my kids' bag. So if you're ice cream people, you got to have one of these because it's always so cold to hold on to. These are really, really fun. And I said I was going to do them separate, but like I said, a lot of these are kind of similar. So I did get them all a box of chocolates. I got these from Walmart. This was the cheapest one that I could find, really. When you're buying for 4 kids, you go for cheap, and it's not maybe the best quality, but it's chocolate and they're gonna love it. And these also have a good variety on the back. My kids don't really love the nuts in candies or in chocolate, so I found some without nuts, and they actually weren't too expensive. And they're all the same, but they had different designs for each one. So everyone's gonna have their own box, which is important so they don't get confused and they don't mix them up because they hate them. So they're each getting a box of chocolates. And there are, let's do some math. Oh, I can't read that. I want to say there's like 3 pieces, like 15 pieces in here or something. Okay, so plenty of chocolate. And then I got some little conversation hearts. So you gotta have conversation hearts on Valentine's Day. So I picked up a 4-pack, gonna split it up and put one in each of their bags. And then one more thing candy related, I just picked out a piece of candy that was individual to them that they all really like. So for my one daughter, I got some gummy candies. She loves these. I got some Reese's Hearts for one of my daughters who's in braces and she can't have gummies. These are for my older son. I forgot to get these for his Christmas stocking and he loves these every year, so I figured I would get them for Valentine's Day. And these are for my youngest son who loves anything sour. Okay, there's really only 2 more things I'm gonna show you. I was going to get my daughter's Squishmallows. I thought about it because they love them, but they have way too many of them right now. So even though they are really cute and they probably would have liked them, we just don't need any more Squishmallows in the house. So when I was walking around Walmart, I found these. They are flavored lip gloss and they're not Squishmallows, but they're the Squishmallow brand. So they'll think that that's cool. This one's chocolate flavored and this one is cotton candy flavored. And they had maybe 3 or 4 different flavors. So those are gonna be for my girls. I figure that's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit better than having yet another stuffed animal in our house that they will love, but they're not gonna have room in their bed anymore soon. So this was a good compromise. And then for 3 of my kids, I picked out some books. My youngest son just loves reading books right now, loves for us to read to him. He memorizes all of his books and just loves it. So I picked out a Valentine's Day book for him. I found this on Amazon. It had some good reviews. I haven't read through it yet, but this is the one that I picked out. Just got it in the mail yesterday. So this is gonna be for him. And for my 2 girls, they are so into these books right now by Bruce Cameron. All of the dog, A Dog's Purpose books, A Dog's Journey, all the books that they're reading have different names. So like Bella's story or Toby's story, or I don't know, there's a lot of them. But my girls have not loved to read and I cannot get them out of these books. They are loving them so much. So I picked these up. I got a different one. Apparently this is a whole series, whereas the other ones are all different dogs. There's a series just about this dog. So I got them book 1 and book 2, and they're each gonna get one, but they're gonna have to share. They've been sharing and rotating through each of these books. And we did watch the movie the other weekend, and I was a sobbing mess. We watched both of the movies over the past 2 weeks, and they were really cute and really good. But they're just loving them. So and again, my girls are 10 years old. Up to this point, they will read. We do read alouds. They enjoy stories, but I had not found anything that they would actually sit down and read without me telling them to read. So I'm excited to give them another book to fuel their new love of reading. Let's talk about the cards because I picked out a couple of really cute cards yesterday and then I luckily looked at the back because I always forget how expensive cards are nowadays. And they were, you know, $5-6 for a card. And I like to get cards because I like to write in them for my kids and just put little personalized sweet messages, but they're so expensive. So I did get one $4 card for my son because it just fit his personality so well. It's a video game card. And then the other ones, I just picked out a cheap card for my other 3 kids. And what I will do with these, actually, so when I was younger, I remember every Valentine's Day, my mom would kind of do these same things for us. She would buy us candies and different gifts, and she would usually put them on the kitchen table. So when we walked downstairs in the morning, we would see a little surprise on the table. And some years I'll do that. What I'm gonna do this year is I have these printable scavenger hunt clue cards. And I have these up on my blog for free, so you can go grab them too if you want. I will leave the link in the description below. But what I'm going to do, it's been a couple years since I've done this, so I will probably cut out one of the cards and stick it in maybe my oldest son's card. And then I'm gonna hide their gift in a final hiding place. And what these clues do is they take the kids around the house. So they read the first clue and it leads them to where the next clue is. And then it leads them to where the next one is. And they have to figure out the little riddle. And then at the very end, when they get through all of them, then they find their surprise. So I don't know if your kids would like something like that. Like I said, they're up on my blog. We will see. My kids liked it a couple years ago when we did it. So sure, they don't really remember it and they'll have fun, especially my youngest one. He hasn't really done it yet, so he will really love it. So that's what I'm gonna do this year instead of just putting their gifts on the table, which nothing wrong with that, but this will just be a little bit different. The last thing I wanted to share with you guys, again, we don't really do too much different as far as our lesson plans go. I don't do a ton of themed things or things like that with my oldest kids. In the past, we've watched some movies about, well, not movies. I would pull up on YouTube some different things teaching them about Valentine's Day, or we might have just extra worksheets that had Valentine's themes on it or whatever. But this year, and I read this to them last year, this book, try to hold it up so it's not shiny. This book is from Voice of the Martyrs. It's actually part of one of their Courageous Heroes set, I think it is, but it's a set of books. And if you watched my stocking video, I think I shared the St. Nicholas one there. So I have one for St. Nick that we read every year on St. Nicholas Day. And one of the books, oh, there it is, the Courageous series from Voice of the Martyrs. And this is the book about Saint Valentine. So it goes through and actually tells about who Saint Valentine was, why do we have this holiday, and things like that. So if you're looking for a good book to have on your shelf, the whole set I think is great. And this one is good. They have a little introduction at the beginning that tells you as a parent about it. And as I read through it, there is a lot of mystery around the life of Valentine, and they kind of go through that. But then they talk about how, despite those mysteries and legends, this story was written to convey his courageous life and death. So it goes through, it's very, very colorful, a pretty easy read. Talks about just some history and the story of Saint Valentine and his heart for the Lord. I'm pretty sure you can find this on Amazon. I'll have to look, and if I can find it, I will leave a link for this as well at the bottom in the description. I actually got this set of books was from, I want to say it was from the Teach 'em Diligently Homeschool Convention. The Voice of the Martyrs always has a fabulous booth set up. And if you're ever at a convention where they often give away some amazing resources. And I am feeling like one year they gave away this set. So that might have been where I got it, but I know you can buy the books as well. But that's just a little plug. If you go to a convention, stop by and chat with people from Voice of the Martyrs. It's a great group, and they always have some great resources for you to use in your homeschooling to teach your kids about courageous men and women of God. Okay, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what is gonna go in my kids' Valentine's Day bags. Nothing super crazy. Again, with 4 kids and just coming off of Christmas, I wanna spoil them, but I don't wanna go too crazy either. So I feel like I found an okay balance this year. Got some chocolate, got some stuff to read, and just some fun things that they will love. And maybe it gave you an idea or two of just a little gift that you might want to get for your kids to spoil them. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you would like to. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. Love you guys, and thanks so much for watching.